Hi, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word on true faith and sincerity. And today I just want to title this lesson, The End of Doctrines. And we're in a time where opinions will be thrown out the window. We're in a time where reality is settling in on the planet Earth, which the scripture is what's narrating, what's taking place throughout the planet Earth, which ultimately is a build up, to our Lord Yahushua. And he's going to submit the other doctrines, ending those other doctrines. There ain't going to be no debate. You setting up a debate the next week to see if that was the truth. You know what I mean? But we're in a time where we're at the end of doctrines, man. As a matter of fact, let's just start off with this in the book of Zechariah. Because ultimately, this doctrine it continues after the missiles. That's actually part of it, And after the missiles hit, the story still continues, but for everyone else that's outside a circle, you still alive. You know what I mean? Out of all this shit that's about to take place upon the planet Earth, the missiles is what's going to cement it all, man. So this is the book of Zechariah 14 and verse 12. It said, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem." And what's that plague? The plague is talking about those thermonuclear missiles, man. That's the plague. That's the icing on the cake. Lord gonna, use the famine, the pestilence, the beasts of the field. But ultimately, to top it all off, it's gonna be by the way of this fire, man. It said their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and that's gonna literally happen, man. Tells you the Lord said He's gonna melt them. That's actually gonna take place. It says, "And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." So these things are actually gonna happen. But just touching on the eyes part, their doctrines, their dreams, their aspiration, their outlook on things is going to change as well. That's why it tells you in the book of Joel, their faces shall gather blackness. See, you ain't going to think about Jesus in that day. Buddha or these other false gods. That's not going to matter in the time that we're in. And this is the day of the Lord. This is the perfection of, these plays coming together. But even before this, when all hell started to break loose, the very things they stood upon, the principle they stood upon, the very beliefs that made them make certain decisions here and there, and made that walk the way they did. When all hell break loose, man, they're gonna just fall apart, man. That's when the doctrine is gonna end. Matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of St. Luke, chapter 21. St. Luke, chapter 21, and I start at verse 25, and it reads, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars." So it's gonna be this is the build up to the return of our Lord Yahushua, and these are the things to look for. The different signs in the heavens, which people it tells you the heathen are being dismayed at the signs of heaven, which concern the chariots. You have these different eclipses and different forms of the moon and planets lining up. This is all just a sign to show us that our Lord Yahushua is on His way, man. It says, "And upon the earth distress of nations." See, so upon the earth, as well. All these things are happening simultaneously. It's is the planet Earth is being stirred up. They tell you the seas and the waves are wrong. Matter of fact, let's continue on. It says with perplexity, and that word perplexity is something they cannot grasp. They're puzzled, bewildered because of the events that's taking place upon the planet Earth. So a nigga can be a Christian for 35 years, man. But when the money crash, all those sermons he went through is just gonna go out the window, man. A nigga was a Buddhist. Now, Publix has officially closed down. There's no more grocery stores open now. Now he's looking for his monk friend to eat now. Because these people are going to be turned into beasts, which they are. These Americans, they're going to be, it's going to show forth physically. When all hell break loose, man. Those doctrines are going to be thrown out the window. It says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. It says, men's heart failing them for fear, see? So they're going to fall apart in the mind. Why? And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. See, that's what's going to cause them their hearts to fail. That's what's going to cause their heart to fail. It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And that's on all levels concerning the rulers of this world, the princes of this world, the Edomites, these bankers, all the way down to a nigga giving you advice on how you should, your diet plan. You go to him for certain shit here and there. That's not going to even, ain't going to be able to rely on none of that. You're going to be shaken. The doctrine is not going to hold weight in that day as well, man. Especially for the ones of the circumcised, just not one in their congregation are the things to come upon the planet Earth, which we are in the beginning stages of it. When that chip comes, they're going to be shaken. But the point is when these things take place, the doctrine is going to be thrown out the window. It's going to end, man. All the way to the finale is when our Lord Yahweh shall return. Ain't going to be no debate. You ain't going to have a say-so or idea to get around Yahweh Shai, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Sirach 36 and verse I'll start at 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Yahweh Shem Shai, power of all, and behold us. And that's what we asking for, the Lord to have mercy upon us. And send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. See, so the Lord's is gonna have the nations to pretty much acknowledge him by sending fear. That's how they gonna know Yahweh Shema Shai when the Lord sent forth these plagues and these pestilences. And that's how they're gonna know that their doctrine was wrong. That they took the wrong path when these things began to happen. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations. And that's concerning Esau, Edom, first and foremost. And that's why it's going to be strange events that take place upon the planet Earth, which they are now. It's only increasing. It tells you with the forward, he's going to show himself forward. It says, and let them see thy power. See, as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. See, so the Lord is going to magnify himself, in them before us by having these things come to pass. The famine, the money crashing, the beasts changing their place, power outages, and somebody got to actually take the role and actually play that out. Somebody got to go through the famine. Somebody got to get mauled by a beast, and get trampled, from panic buying Motherfucker, was caught and ate. People got this spirits just actually on planet Earth right now to go through those things. That's why I tell you, the Lord said He appointed them forecasts. They are appointed to death, and the Lord already laid it out, man. So that's how Yahweh Shemashai gonna magnify Himself through those judgments. It said, and let them know thee, as we have known thee. See that there is no power but only Thou, O Yahweh Shemashai. See, that's how they gonna know Yahweh Shemashai. It said that there is no power but only Thou. See, so to let you know, is that one doctrine that's gonna get us out of here, man. Just like in the time of Noah, it was only one ark. No matter what you believed in, you could have been a scholar in that time. You could have actually broke it down scientifically concerning the dew. But when it rained, though, reality set in. What you believed in didn't matter no more. What you thought was right didn't matter. All that studying, that hard stance you took, all that's out the window when it started raining in the time of Noah. So that's what's happening. That's going to happen in this time as well. When these waves of plagues, especially here in America, man, these people going to lose it. But they going to know about Yahweh by Shema Shai when these things happen upon the planet Earth. Ultimately, like I said, the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, that's going to cement all the other doctrines being thrown out the window, man. Matter of fact, let's get this. We'll end off on this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 52. And I start at verse 13. It says, Behold, my servant shall deal prudently, and he shall be exalted and installed and be very high. See, and that's on all levels. From physically, the Lord's going to be hovering over the planet Earth, to His rank. That's why ultimately at the end of the movie, everybody going to be looking up. Because that's who it's all about. It says, as many as was astonished at thee, his visage was so marred than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. That lets you know this to my Lord Yahweh Shai. Because who have went through what he have went through, man. It says, so shall he sprinkle many nations. The kings shall shut their mouths at him. See? What else can you say after that? Like your power, your God gonna come in. No, man. See, when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns, you can't say nothing after that, man. You can't say, well, Jeeb is coming in a couple more weeks. Or Allah is the, it ain't gonna be no debates in that day, man. If Yahweh Shai said He is the truth, that's gonna cement that. You see, what else can you say? I said those doctrines gonna be thrown out the window. That's gonna be the perfection of it. It says, for that which have been not told, them shall they see, and that which they have not heard shall they consider. See? So meaning what? You gonna have the knowledge of how by Shema Shai, man. Everything else ain't gonna matter. Like I said, in the time of Noah, they could have been scholars. They could have been going into the dew. They could have had they had them different gods and idols, and they had a outlook on things. It was a way. It was a doctrine. It was certain things they went by a standard. But when the rain came, all that shit went out the window, man. And the same thing's gonna happen in this lifetime. So yeah, I just hope that we're edified. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Shabi Avashai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach the word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, abide. Soon, very soon.